So Muslogy came through with something else for me to try out. This is the Muslogy Truck Bed Cargo. It's a net, and it comes with carabiners for attaching into the truck. And you know, these are good to have. If you don't have a tonneau cover or a topper, or let's say your tonneau cover is folded or rolled up, and you've got stuff in the bed that you don't want getting blown out and falling on the road, and you arrive there and stuff is missing. We all probably, if you own a truck, you have a story like that from some point in the past. My craziest one was actually a boat that fell out, small boat, and a friend of mine actually drove by and saw it, sent me a picture of it, turned around to go get it, and then sent me another message saying, "It's gone." Well, I beat him to it because I noticed it fell out. It just took me a little to turn around. So, and what they give you is actually 1 million of these carabiners. That's pretty incredible. You have this net. It's good sized. Reminds me sort of, you can see up in the front, the cargo net with pockets for holding things. But this right here, the idea, it is for stretching over everything. Some of this would actually, we'll have to figure out how it attaches. Carabiner. Pretty handy actually. Now if you have a Maverick, I lucked out, I bought the bed liner and they threw in the cargo rails for free. Most people don't get that deal. It's usually a couple $100 option. But if you scan the barcode that's on your little cargo box covers, it will show you, one of the things on the website it takes you to, how to basically copy the same thing with some unistrut and parts from Home Depot. And if you don't know how to find that, you can also look on any of the good forums for the Maverick, and they will show you on there people different ideas about how to do it, maybe even improvements over the one that Ford shows. One more corner. Looks like I might still have some extra carabiners, but we'll figure out what goes along with that. But, let's just try clicking this in. I know if you have an XL Ranger, the base model, without any bed liner, any of the accessories for the bed, you don't get much. I have a picture of that somewhere. I'm going to have to fish out, because I remember looking at one in a parking lot and thinking, they really give you one tie down? That's all they give you. I believe it's these top ones. The holes are there for the rest, so you still could make this work with a little bit of extra work rather than the dealership giving you. In this case, put that in there. And obviously this will stretch up over a good deal of stuff. Actually, it's like 2 extra carabiners. You can anchor these down to the places to hook onto in the floor with the setup that I got, because this is an XLT. This edge right here, this is all plastic, but it would be pretty easy to just drill a hole right in the edge of the bed rails. Take you in and show. So let's say you have an XL, you don't have the slides, you don't have any anchors up here in the front. You could actually very easily, yeah, see, I'm just clipping those around that. Obviously I could anchor it like that too, just like the storage net that I also got from Muslogy. Here in the front, I don't know what you'd come up with, but obviously you could tie a rope across and have that to clip onto, but it would not be that hard. So I was saying, this edge right here, this is all plastic, there's no metal, I believe. Oh, no, I'm wrong, there's a piece of metal in there. If you drilled through this, that's interesting, flashing, you could actually make a hole. That's all plastic there. It would be very easy to clip in and clip this off there, and then you would have a good anchor point to clip your cargo net to. But if you have boxes, loose bags, yeah, so you could clip right onto it like that, drill a hole, and now it will be anchored to that plastic. Obviously I prefer to have it on something more solid, but here we go. Obviously, I got boxes and bags and loose items I don't want blowing out, getting lost. This will hold those in, going over bumps, rough roads, truck, the blast of air you get when you go around 18-wheelers. And the nice thing is they give you this nice little case, so fold up nice, and you can fit it right behind your rear seat or in the bed or in one of these cargo pockets. That's where mine's going to go. It's going in one of, I have two. This is going to go right into one of those cargo pockets, and I will have it for any loads I might potentially need. Once again, Muslogy, some more good stuff. So one of the things I was thinking about when I was thinking, people should buy one of these cargo nets and have them for their truck when they're moving stuff, is I had the thought, I didn't show you how tough it is, how stretchy it is. And obviously, if I'm going to convince you to buy one, I need to show you the material itself. Now, all of the webbing, edge stuff, that's almost at least twice as long. So if you figure this is the width of your bed, this will stretch double that. You can have something as high as the cab. Let's get this up here so that you can actually see. So you have something as high as the cab of your truck, and this will stretch over. The webbing in between stretch quite a bit. The sort of strap parts in the middle, this is what gives you extra strength for holding, let's say, a refrigerator or something crazy like that. Look at it. I can't rip this. This is strong. I don't know if I'd try towing another vehicle with it or anything crazy like that, or sleeping in it like a hammock, but this will hold anything you can think of in your bed. As long as you can stretch it over and clip it on, it's not coming off, it's not coming apart. Drive down the highway, if you got a tarp, how many of you have ever had a tarp? You threw over something, tied it down nice and secure, and you drive down the highway and the tarp starts flailing and bashing and flopping, and the next thing you know, the strings are coming out of it, and then you got holes through it, and you got to throw it away. You throw a net like this over a tarp, over things you have in your bed, and your tarp won't be flailing and eating itself to pieces, and it will not only hold things in the bed, but it'll give you that protection from rain. But, obviously a tarp offers that, and a net does not. So just other ideas of what you can do, but know that this is a quality accessory, and be a good idea to have one for your truck.